Oh, if these aren't my favourite videos to film. We are back. We are doing TBR Jar Picks My Reads. This month, October, we are going to pick 8 books and a play. But we'll do the 8 books first and then we'll do the play at the end. Again, we'll pick it using the prompts, which I don't know how well they're all going to translate, but I guess we'll find out. We'll find out together. It'll be fun. This is a TBR jar. Is it a pint glass? Yes, it is. I don't have a jar. I looked, I don't have one. I think without further ado, let's just jump into it. So let's pick prompt number 1. Okay, we'll go for this one. It is, oh, a book a friend loves. Okay, what have I got? Okay, I know what I'm doing. I mean, everyone loves this, but one of my best friends adores this book and she's been begging me to read it. This is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is about a woman called Evelyn Hugo who is very, very famous. I think she's an actor or a socialite. I think she's like in her 70s or her 80s, and she's basically invited this woman for the first time ever to come and write a piece about her life. And I believe this is like a historical fiction, but with a lot of romance. I do know some spoilers from this book, but I don't think it's going to matter. The thing is this is so popular that it's pretty much impossible to avoid the spoilers. I've seen a lot of them, I've heard a lot of the quotes, I know the last line of the book. I don't think it matters, I don't think it's going to take away my enjoyment, and I am expecting to love this. I expect it to be a 5-star. No pressure, Taylor, but those are my expectations. Expectations. Is expectations a word? No, it's not. Okay, but first book of the TBR is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This is a great start, I'm very happy with that. Alright, prompt number 2. We'll go this one. This is an animal on the cover, okay. Okay, I'm expecting to struggle with this. I've done Fourth Wings, so that's gone. We could do Akatar. I just don't know if I'm ready to read it this month, but it does have a, I don't actually know what it is on the front. Is it a dragon? It might be a mythical creature. I don't even know if that counts. Okay, we'll put this to the side for now. If I can't find something else, we'll take Akatar, but I don't know if I'm ready to commit to Akatar this month. No. Oh, All the Bright Places has a bird on the front cover. Could count. Okay, those are the only 2 I can see. If you're seeing more, it might be that I've already read them, or it might be that I've missed them. Look, I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna go with All the Bright Places, just because I will read Akatar. I promise I will, and I will do a video on it. I just don't think I'm ready yet. So, All the Bright Places is, I think, a romance, maybe, but a really, really sad one, or maybe it's literary fiction. But I think it's young adult. It is about a boy who wants to take his own life and a girl who is grieving when her sister dies. And I think basically they meet on the ledge of the tower, and they become friends and maybe a romance ensues. At the front it says, the story of a girl who learns to live from a boy who wants to die. I'm expecting I will cry in this book. And it has a bird on the front cover, so I think that counts. Okay, second book. The third pick. Okay. Is, oh okay, a book that's not popular on BookTok. So, confession, I am often influenced. I see these influencers, I'm influenced. A lot of the books I buy are based on me seeing them on BookTube or Instagram or whatever, and knowing people love them. So I need to find one that isn't on there. I've got The Mirror Man and The Murders at Fleet House. I feel like I haven't heard anyone talk about them. If I want to go proper rogue, I have Snakeskins by Tim Major, which I've literally never heard anyone talk of. Okay, I'm gonna go with The Children Act by Ian McEwan. which I haven't heard anyone talk about. I found it in a thrift store. It cost me £1. It's a little bit beat up. There's a hole in the front cover, which I didn't know when I bought it, and I'm deeply sad about. So I believe this is about a woman who is a judge in a court, and she visits a boy in hospital who is dying, and he is refusing medical treatment, and she's basically been sent in to convince him, I think, to get medical treatment. I'm not too sure, but I just thought this sounded really interesting. It's a very, very short book. It's 210 pages. And again, I'm expecting this to be quite sad, but the front does say heartbreaking. You heard it here first. Okay, third book, The Children Act by Ian McEwan. Prompt number 4. Let's go for this one. Okay, a fairy tale. Okay, that's not focusing, but it says a fairy tale. Okay, I'm not seeing any on here that I haven't already read, that I have, or even really that I have read. I have Circe, but I think that's more of a Greek mythology. I don't think that would count as a fairy tale. But what I do have, which I think I'm going to go with, is my library has audiobooks, and I know that Gilded is on there. Let me check if it's actually still available. Okay, yes. So Gilded is still available. I'll put the cover here. I don't know too much about this. I know it is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, which sounds awesome. I love Rumpelstiltskin. Like the story, I have always found that story fascinating. I have just seen it's a series, not a standalone. It looks like there's 3 books, maybe more. But I'll read the first one and, well, listen to the first one and we'll see what we think. Me and audiobooks, famously, little bit of a struggle. I do have ADHD. I do sometimes struggle with audiobooks. I haven't listened to one in a long time. I sometimes struggle to focus and like stay in the story. But we're going to give it a crack and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so book number 4 is going to be Gilded by Marissa Meyer. Alright, number 5. Let's go this one. This says, oh okay, an OG Book Talk book. That's fun, because then we've got one that isn't famous on Book Talk and one that is an OG Book Talk. The ones that jump out to me as OG are The Hating Game and The Spanish Love Deception. I feel like also, but I don't know if it's true, The Flat Share would that be considered OG though? I don't know. But I also actually need to read this for a video this month, so do I just be nice to myself and pick it? Okay, I'm going to be nice to myself. You can roast me in the comments if you choose. It's at least definitely popular on Book Talk. Is it an OG? I don't know. But in my defence, I A, don't have TikTok, so I don't know. And B, I wasn't really around in the OG Book Talk era, so it is only my like complete guess anyway as to whether The Spanish Love Deception and The Hating Game are even considered OG. I know The Flat Share is very, very popular on Book Talk. I know it's been around a long time, so I think I am going to pick it. Those of you who have stuck around will know this was on last month's TBR as well. I hear you, I see you. I didn't get to it. I got to most of the others, I didn't get to this one. This is a romance. This is about a woman who has broken up with her ex and she needs someone to live because she doesn't have any money. So this woman, her name is Tiffy, she moves in to Leon's flat, and basically they have a deal where Leon works nights. I think he works as a nurse at like a hospital, so he isn't there during the night, so he's like, you can have the flat overnight when you're not working and I'll sleep in it during the day when you're at work. So basically the arrangement is that they never meet, but I assume they do meet, but I don't know. So okay, book number 5 is going to be The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. Okay, book number 6. We're flying through these. Book number 6 is... Ooh. Oh, I have loads. Okay, we'll go this one. This is the oldest book on your TBR. Okay, by oldest I mean the one I owned the longest as opposed to like written the earliest. Actually, the other definition might have been easier. The oldest book on my TBR, that's going to be tricky. What's something I've owned for forever? I can see it. It's right at the bottom of the pile. Alright, I found the book. Yes, this is correct, because when I first properly got into reading, I remember my first trip to like the local charity shop and I bought 2 books. I don't remember what the other one was, but I must have read it. And the other book that I bought was After the Crash. I bought this years ago. I was really excited to read it. It's not anything I've heard of, but I thought it sounded interesting. And then I don't know, I guess I just kept putting it to the bottom of the pile and never getting to it. So this would actually be really fun to finally get to after all these years. So this is a thriller. I believe it is about a plane crashes and then there's one survivor, a 3-month-old baby, and 2 families come forward to claim her and be like, oh, she's ours. So yeah, this sounds super interesting, and is definitely, I'm pretty sure, the oldest book on my TBR. So After the Crash is the 6th book? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th book on this TBR. Book number 7. Should we go for this one? This is long. It says, ooh, a book you're not sure what the genre is. That is half my TBR. I actually do know what genre most of these are. Go me. Okay. You know what I'm actually going to pick is my friend's book. And the reason I say I don't know what genre it is, well, because I don't know what genre it is. That was self-explanatory. This is Blessing by Brian J. Twiddy. If anyone watched my book haul last month, I was doing an unboxing and this came in the post and I was very, very excited. This is about 2 illegal immigrants who come to the UK, I think. And it basically says, Dev is happy to bend the law, Addie to break it. So I'm guessing it's a literary fiction, maybe it's a crime, I'm not too sure. So it fits the brief. And do you know what's actually really cute? Is I got a message from my agent the other day. We was chatting about something and she was like, oh, you know, by the way, have you checked the dedication of Brian's book? And I hadn't, and now I have, and I'm in the dedication, which is very, very sweet. But yes, okay, book number 7 is going to be Blessing by Brian J. Twiddy. I'm so excited to read this. Brian is a wonderful, wonderful writer. And I have no idea what this is about other than what I've read on the blurb. So this fulfills the prompt for don't know what genre it is. Okay, the final prompt. Well, we have another play, but this is the final novel. So final prompt is, let's go for this one. This is, oh, okay, a book with a movie or a TV adaptation. Okie doke. What has a movie or a TV adaptation? Daisy Jones has just had a series adaptation, but I do already have a Taylor Jenkins Reid on this TBR. I could have another. Shadow and Bone? I feel like it does, but I'm not sure. Does it say on the front? It does say coming soon to Netflix. Normal People has a TV adaptation. And so does Conversations with Friends, actually. The thing is I've already seen the Normal People TV show. But I do want to read the book, but I never do it in that order. But yeah, do you know what? Let's do that. Okay, this is Normal People by Sally Rooney. I've heard mixed things about this book, but I'm really intrigued to see what I think. My friend read it and she adored it. I have seen the TV show for this. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. It's about a boy called Connell and a girl called Marianne. And it's basically their relationship through high school, through university, through adulthood. So it's like a long-term romance, but I have heard that this reads more like a literary fiction than a romance, which kind of makes sense with the TV show. But yeah, I think we're going to go for this. Okay, and last but absolutely not least, I'm going to pick a play. As I explained at the start, I don't know how well these prompts are going to line up with the plays. So hypothetically, we might have to pick more than one prompt. If it's like a book that's popular on TikTok, there aren't many plays popular on TikTok. So hypothetically, we might have to pick more than one prompt, but hopefully it will just work. Let's see what we get. Let's go for this one. It's a long one. A book you bought from a booktube recommendation. Yeah, okay. So that one won't work. Okay, so let's go for this one. Oh, okay, this says let the wheel choose. We can definitely do that. That ain't focusing. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to... All my plays are in this shelf here. I'm going to count how many there are, and then we will do a wheel with that many number. Oh my god, it's going to take me so long if I put all those numbers in. Okay, one sec. We have exactly 40, which is fun. Give me 8 hours to put in all of those numbers into the wheel. So I've put all 40 numbers onto there. So we're going to spin it, and then I will count down, and whatever number it lands on, we will do that. Okay? Is that focused? Okay, ready? I'm nervous. I can't actually see. You guys can see before me. What is it? Oh, 37, for God's sakes. And I have to count through all of them. Oh, I could just go through from the bottom. I'm so thick sometimes. Number 37 is Rabbit Hole by David Lindsay Abaire. I actually have read this a long, long time ago, but I'm very much up for a reread because, for one thing, I have a monologue from here that I often use for auditions, etc. when I need a monologue. So I feel like it could be good for me to go through the context of it all, but also it's just a beautiful story. This is about a couple who lose their child, and it's basically their sort of family dynamic after the child has died, and it's sort of a story about family relationships and grief. And I remember it being very, very heartbreaking, but very beautiful. So yeah, I'm definitely down for a reread. So okay, that is the final book, the final choice for our TBR. So to summarise, we have Stack of Books plus Gilded by Marissa Meyer. So that's one of the books. And then we have Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, All the Bright Places, The Children Act, The Flat Share, After the Crash, Blessing, Normal People, and Rabbit Hole. I feel like it's a good selection. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. Wonderful. So that's another TBR wrapped up. These are my absolute favourite to film. So I'm kind of sad that I now can't do one for another month. But that's okay. That's okay. Maybe I'll mix it up next month. Maybe I'll do like a when you wrap them up in paper and pick them that way, or I don't know, if anyone has any thoughts, let me know what you'd like to see, or I'll keep going with this if that's what people enjoy, because I certainly enjoy doing this. Thank you very much for watching. Do appreciate you being here. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. It really, really helps. Like the video and comment down below, all of that good fun stuff. Thank you very much for being here, for your time. I appreciate you greatly. Have a wonderful rest of your day.